The feast of All Souls, I ran from my tutor. Latin and grammar, no wonder. I ran to the woods, where I saw his tracks, this big, and the mud he scratched, bottom side the trees. Followed his friend straight to his bed and found it warm. There was a boar in the forest. When I went back, there was my uncle, rod in hand, but he didn't strike. I told him, "There's a boar in the forest. Why, then, we'll go hunting. And as for you, you'll hunt like a man or be flogged like a boy. Help me kill the boar, and I'll give you the kidneys. Turn tail, and I'll have the skin off your back." That night, I lay and dreamed of the hunt, the underbrush stirring, the snort of the boar, its foul mouth foaming, its tusks like scimitars. Those tusks can slice a man groin to gorge, but that's not the worst. The man that dies from the wound of a boar loses his soul and burns in hell. Dawn came. We mounted. Long before noon, the two dogs caught the scent, and the hunt was on. Two relays of hounds, squealing most sore. The third was faint with fatigue. I could smell my sweat, rank with fear, and then it was like my dream. The underbrush moved, and the sticks shattered. I saw it, bristling, dark as the devil, huge as a horse, and my bowels turned to water. My uncle dismounted, and I did the same. My legs were like straw, but I walked, mouth dry, palms wet, one hand forward on the spear, and 1 foot ahead. To fall would be death. It charged. My uncle lunged, and I behind him. Thrust! Felt the spear pierce. Braced myself, end to armpit, shoved. It took a long time, the dogs keening and the boar struggling, blood on the grass. But I stood my ground. At last, it was over. The brute lay still. I almost wept, the joy of it and the terror. I gasped like a fish, let my head fall back. The green leaves swam in the sky. He kept his word. Right there in the wood, we kindled a fire and butchered the boar. The kidneys were mine, gleaming with fat. He clapped my back and called me a man. But dark of the night, I heard that sound, sweat in my sleep, and my spear slipped through my hand. I dream that I'm back in the wood with that boar.